Hello, YouTube. It's Black Tiger Miner here. Welcome you guys back to the Black Tiger Miner YouTube channel. It's Friday Eve, which is Thursday, so you know I had to come with another video. Remember, Kaspa. We're going to go through the numbers, and I have a video that someone made kind of giving you more benefits or information about Kaspa. Telling you guys, this is not financial advice, but Kaspa will take off, right? From the developments and the information that the Kaspa application does and the speed of transactions. If they can deliver on these promises, Kaspa is going to be huge in crypto, right? I've been researching this. We've all been researching this. I guess that's why you're part of the community. And this is just some more information about benefits and some of the stuff on the Twitter page. So you know, I like making the videos and I like finding YouTube videos that we can share among the community. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and comments. Some comments. Come on, guys. Let's get something. At least say hello say hello or location or where you're from or where you're tuning in the channel. Something. Just get some comments. So on the Twitter page, it starts here. Kaspa is growing, available on the ever growing list of exchanges, enhancing the global reach and accessibility to make it simpler than ever to trade Kaspa. The community's support continues to fuel the growth. This is us, right? We're fueling the growth. And let's click on here. So it's X, I guess, KuCoin, Gate.io, which is in the midst of some controversy, BitGet, MEXX, I don't even know what this is, Bird, BiFi, Dig, Fine, I'm not sure, Uphold, TradeOgre. I actually use TradeOgre. I do recommend TradeOgre. You can take stuff from your wallet, trade it, and put it back in your wallet. So it works out perfectly. iBank, I don't know, info, CoinX, which I tried, but I didn't really like much, and TextBit. But again, I would say TradeOgre out of these. But these are more exchanges. We'll go to the other article. Kaspa is accepted here. 10.8.11, a trusted data agency accepts Kaspa for their services. Fueling innovation with digital currency, they're ready to help you visualize and understand your data like never before. And actually, I might check them out if they're taking Kaspa and I got Kaspa. But at this point, I don't think I would use my Kaspa. I'm not trying to be like the pizza guy that spent his Bitcoin on pizzas, right? But at some point, if it does start accumulating, I might pick that up and use it as well. So let's get to the numbers and we'll get the video started. So Crypto Bubble says Kaspa's up 2% for the day, down 0.8% in the hour. For the week, it's down 4.7%. And for the month, it's down 32%. But this number is slightly going down. So I think Kaspa's making moves again. So in the dashboard, current supply is 18.9 billion. TPS is 3.2 or 4.4. BPS is 1. Kaspa's at 65.50% mined. And next reduction is 29 days. I guess it's going down to 196, which is weird because 65%, not going to be a whole lot of Kaspa left when these ASCII miners come online. Just throwing that out there for a lot of you with the FUD and the hate and a lot of the negative information for Kaspa miners. It's going to take some time for these guys to get online, so we'll see. But I guess ball out till you fall out with these GPU miners and keep mining. So Live Coin Watch says Kaspa's down 1.27% in the last hour. It's up 0.69% in the last 24 hours. It's down 6.72% in the last 7 days. It's down 34.52% in the last 30 days. It's up 40.26% in the last 90 days. And for the year, it's still up 3,291%. And if you look here, Ethereum is only up 2,000 or 3,210%. So it's slightly edging out Ethereum for the year, but we'll just keep an eye on that. And it looks like it's still holding pretty steady in the last 90 days. I think it's at 0.015. And I think highest point in the last 90 days was 411, and it was at 0.044. So it's still hanging in there. Things aren't crashing, burning as a lot of people had suspected it would do, or be off the market. So we're still rolling. So remember, Kaspa, Kaspa, Kaspa. So CoinMarketCap saying 0.01493. It's up 1.61%. Bitcoin's up 1.34%. Ethereum's up 1.51%. Interesting. So let me know in the comments what you think, or any critiques to the video, anything you want to add or remove, or just overall commentary about the Twitter channel and Kaspa. So let's get to this video from House of Crypto. And he's also for Kaspa. So let's run this video and I'll be right back.
Group is alight with comments on Kaspa. Is Kaspa going to live up to the hype that's surrounding it right now, or is it potentially going to flop in the future? In this video, we're going to understand exactly what Kaspa is and understand where Kaspa is going. So hit the like button and let's dive into today's video. So first of all, let's dive across and take a look at Kaspa. Now, Kaspa has started to become the talk of the town when it comes to cryptocurrency. It's a layer 1 blockchain, but there are tons and tons of layer 1 blockchains out there. Obviously, Ethereum, the granddaddy of them all. And then you've got Algorands, Solanas, Cardanos, you name them, guys, and they're all flooding into a very, very congested space. All of these different cryptocurrencies come with their own unique story and their own identity, and they're all trying to achieve pretty much the same thing. When we look at layer 1s, we talk about the blockchain trilemma. Now, the blockchain trilemma is something that has been around ever since Vitalik Buterin basically talked about this issue. It's a problem with pretty much every layer 1 blockchain. And simply put, the blockchain trilemma is associated with three things: decentralization, security, and speed. Now, the problem with this is, to achieve things like high speeds, you then tend to give up a little bit in terms of the security, or perhaps the decentralization. We look at things like Solana, which is ultra fast, but perhaps lacks in the other areas. And then you sort of say, well, what about Ethereum? But Ethereum obviously lacks in speed, but makes up for it in decentralization and security. So all of these three areas are a bit of a battleground when it comes to layer 1 blockchains. Kaspa, however, claims to be the fastest open source, decentralized, and fully scalable layer 1 in the world. It's basically claiming that it can do all of the different things that make up for the blockchain trilemma, which would be revolutionary, even though it's in this competitive space, if it can go and solve this problem. And it basically works in a slightly different way. Rather than using a traditional blockchain system, it works on a blockDAG system instead. Now, this was a concept that was originally mentioned in the white paper of Ethereum many years ago, and the founders of Kaspa originally came up with Ghost, which was the one that was mentioned by Vitalik Buterin in that particular white paper. Now, this is probably the narrative that has this project capturing so much limelight at the moment. Obviously, we've got the narrative. Obviously, now we also have the tech that could potentially be the absolute goldmine that's going to drive this forward. Kaspa is planning on becoming the first, or the most effective, at least, peer-to-peer payment system going around. Now, originally, people thought that Bitcoin was going to be used for this. However, because Bitcoin is quite slow in terms of its transactions, it was never suitable for this particular function. Now, Kaspa is claiming to be the future digital silver. Previously, Bitcoin was the digital gold, And gold has always been used traditionally as a store of value. People kept gold and they didn't really use it to pay for different things. They in fact used silver because it was a much easier medium of exchange than taking around lots of gold with you, which was obviously of higher value. Therefore, Kaspa could potentially be the future peer-to-peer payment solution. Now, if you come down through the website, you can find two things here. You can find the GhostDAG white paper, which is obviously important, and basically what the whole blockDAG system is built on. And that's what's been mentioned previously in the Ethereum white paper. You then got the Dark Knight white paper and various other features. But this video, guys, I'm not trying to go too deep into the tech on this. There are some far better, more technical videos based around the whole concept of Kaspa, but I wanted to give you a little bit of a broad brush approach to what is going on with Kaspa. Now, we can see down below, guys, all of these things that make it into what is potentially going to be the best project ever. But these, like all of the things you're reading about in crypto, are just promises. You need to understand that the crypto is built on promises. Investments are into promises. And while right now we're looking at these projects that, like, as if they already do these things that they're saying they're going to do, very few of them are just built on promises. And that, when we look into investments, will be something that is definitely of concern, because while you might buy the narrative and someone else might buy the narrative, whether big money, whether we're talking like financial institutions, VCs, etc., will be investing into promises is likely, but obviously they're going to spend far more time and inject far more scrutiny into their investigations into these projects than you might be doing. And that is why we have to take these with a pinch of salt. Saying that this is going to be my biggest bag at this level is potentially a bit of a risk, in my opinion, based on this being just a promise. And you're going to say, well, lots of other ones out there are promises, but there are a lot of blockchains, when we're talking Ethereums and Solanas, etc., that are already operating at a high level. Now, we can come down below and see a lot more details on all the things such as instant confirmation, scalability, the efficiency of proof of work, the blockDAG, and all of these other things. You can see all of the wallets that are interactive with this particular platform, the dApps, etc., coming down below. And then all the exchanges. Obviously, it's a well-represented platform. And that's because of the team that is behind this crypto project. And the team are well recognized in the whole ecosystem of cryptocurrency. Now, since we know that Kaspa is basically built on a technology that was announced in the original white paper of Ethereum, you know that the team behind this are super advanced and well respected within the crypto community. So we know that the team going forward is able to potentially deliver this project. They have the reputation to be able to deliver a potential project. Now, the narrative behind this is pretty solid, okay? If it can actually achieve what it's setting out to achieve, then it stands to be very competitive in the future. However, it's obviously in a very competitive environment. So we come across to look at coin market cap to identify where this can realistically go compared with the other blockchains and things that are floating around. Obviously, the more we look at other blockchains and things like that, we need to identify whether or not Kaspa has a good potential going forward. So we can see market cap currently sat at $282 million. This is by no means a tiny project, okay? It does sit 218 ranked, okay? Which does mean that it has a lot more upside potential, in my opinion, than the other layer one blockchains out there. Circulating supply currently sat at 66%, which is obviously not ideal, and you will see a bit of inflation coming in. But given the size of the market cap right now, I do think the upside potential here is pretty phenomenal. Now, this project's only been around for a year or so and had its high back on the 3rd of April this year. So it hasn't been through a full-blown bull market yet, which is what makes it a very exciting project, unlike many of the other projects that we talk about on this channel, which will see obviously some good upside, and I'm not saying that they won't. Kaspa does stand to have a very exciting bull market going forward. And if you watched my other video earlier, then you will understand that I think the Bitcoin is actually due to bounce towards these levels. And why we're looking at Bitcoin, you ask, well, guys, Bitcoin will drive the rest of the market forward. If Bitcoin is breaking beyond this high here, around 30K, then I think we can expect to see Bitcoin pushing towards 40K extremely fast. Like, we are technically in this ongoing uptrend, which, you know, many people will believe at some point might break down. That could obviously happen. But I do think that we are about to see a massive bull run. And I think it's because of what's going on with the SEC right now. Tons of tons of stuff happening over there that has me thinking that this is going to play out. And there's lots of talk about what's happening with the SEC over in the Inner Circle Discord, which is linked down below. And as well as that, in the automatic Twitter feed, which is getting fed into there all the time, I've been seeing a lot of information that's guiding me towards indicating that Bitcoin is going to be exploding into the future. That's allowed me to do some chart analysis on what I think is happening in Bitcoin right now. And I do think that this is going to be extremely helpful if you want to make money in crypto. So make sure you get into that, guys. Link down below in the description. So what's got me very excited about Kaspa, guys? Obviously, we know that this is a small market cap coin. We know there's a great team behind it. We know the idea that they've got going forward. If they can really nail down the marketing and the hype behind it, and you probably have realized that there is a bit of hype behind it because it's one of the most trending coins on CoinMarketCap. It's definitely picking up across YouTube, but many people talking about it quite regularly, too regularly perhaps. We are seeing that this is looking quite nice. And as you know, guys, we can see, if you've been following me before, a nice buy zone developing here. How do I know this is a buy zone? Well, look what happened when we were here last time. Last time we sat in this area, or not last time, a while before, you can see what happened. It exploded up here. And from that price point, it did 154% in basically a week. We're literally back at that price point again. We've been there, we bounced out. We're now sat here, guys. It wouldn't shock me if Bitcoin does that Kaspa is going to bounce to this high and beyond in a very short space of time. And it's going to do it in a short space of time, unlike other cryptos, because it's got such a small market cap. So right now, I'm probably going to be buying Kaspa and sticking it into my portfolio. And I'm also going to be putting it into my Inner Circle portfolio, which we're doing $1,000 challenge. You can come along and join in with that if you want. And every day I'm going to be showing you cryptos I'm buying, selling, etc. And that's going to basically run throughout the entire crypto bull market, guys. So a bit of a no-brainer that you jump into that. It's just $9.99 per month, 5-day free trial. So basically, we're looking at what, $220 million market cap from this level. Realistically, we can see, guys, $1 billion market cap. You know, we saw Ethereum going way beyond that in the last bull market. So this is going to 4x, you're going to get to $1 billion. And that's a 4x, right? Realistically, looking at other projects in the past, talking like the Algorands, the H-bars, through the last bull markets and stuff, I don't think it's unreasonable to suggest that Kaspa could be looking towards maybe a 10, maybe even a $20 billion market cap, which would be basically pretty significant for Kaspa, okay? Bearing in mind at the moment, a 10x would take it to a $2 billion market cap, okay? $2 billion market cap. This coin has the potential to be getting towards $20 billion. 100x, is it unreasonable? I really don't think so, guys. For this to do 100x, then you're looking to around $1.3. This is a new cryptocurrency, guys. This is probably where you have the best chance of seeing good returns. A team that's solid, good narrative, early on in its life cycle, hasn't been through a bull market yet. If it can do what it's set out to achieve, this is going to be an absolute unbelievable play in the next bull market, guys.
YouTube. Okay, guys. So, from what he's saying, believe him, and I'm kind of with him on the information about it's a small cap. So, if you were wanting to get in, now's the perfect time. And his evaluation, it could get to a 20 billion market cap, which would 100x your investment. I mean, I'm no genius, but this sounds like a good thing. Again, this is not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. But 100 extra money is definitely what I'm looking for. I'm not saying this will happen or saying it could happen. I'm just saying what he said. It's a possibility. So from the Twitter, as he says, in general, everybody on YouTube's talking about Kaspa. Everybody on Telegram and Twitter is talking about Kaspa. Either this is the biggest hype ever, or this is a really big thing that's going to happen. If they can live up to what they've been telling us and the fundamentals work out, I think this is a really solid project, right? I've been looking at a lot of cryptocurrencies and a lot of meme coins. And for value, I think this is the best one. Unless something happens, a black swan event or a black market or a black Monday, that's where they're all black. But something crazy happens and derails Kaspa. I think this is a good, solid investment. Again, it's not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. But this does seem pretty solid. I mean, just from the technicals I did in my previous video, and from other people on YouTube, there's a lot of research going into this. They have a solid development team. There's a lot of good applications, and you can see clearly people are already picking Kaspa up. So it might take a while, might take some years, but I think this has a legitimate chance of making the top 5 or at least the top 10 in cryptocurrencies. And with the market cap being so small, this will be the perfect time to get in. But I don't want to hold you guys too long. This is, again, Friday Eve. So you guys can get ready for Friday and the weekend. I know you guys might have big plans or whatever you got working. Need to get that work finished up or get your own project or application or development going. Either way, I'll let you guys get back to it. This is Black Tiger Miner signing out. Remember, Kaspa, 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 and let's get back to the money.